live?
We are live.
Yes.
We are live.
Oh, yeah.
So we can live talk now.
We can live talk.
We're going to talk live. Hi,
Talk
everyone.
live.
I feel like, here's the thing. It's only been like 8-9 days since our last podcast. But I feel like we haven't done this in like months. Is that weird? But, yeah, no. This has been like a crazy week if you're a nerd. And not only just the Comic-Con stuff, but there's like been a couple other big things that have happened this week.
Absolutely.
And that's what this week's podcast on the DJELLIS Nerd Talk show is going to be about. So, first things first. Hi, Dylan. How you been?
I'm good.
Yeah?
How are
Dylan
you?
went to Atlanta.
Hotlanta.
How was Hotlanta?
It was good. I went for some business trips.
Some business.
By business trips, I mean I went to see the World of Coke
How
two
was that?
times.
Oh.
It was amazing. It was good.
You have to pay both times?
Yeah. You know it's cheaper to go there than it is like a zoo here, a local zoo or a local zoo.
It's like
but
$20.
a lot cheaper to go to the World of Coke then. No, it was good. It's relaxing, kind of. You don't really. I thought it was going to be more relaxing than it was, but you don't realize how stressful it is with there's no parents paying for everything, and you're looking at your bank account the whole time, being like, "Well, I got to buy a motel tonight." And
Yep.
yeah.
That was we had 2 vacations this month, and that's pretty much what happened. It was Grand Canyon trip, which you guys know about because I wasn't here. Grand Canyon trip, and that was 8 days road tripping.
Yeah.
So I have like gas stations from Alabama all the way out to Arizona, back to Alabama. A mixture of that and the fact that Hannah went to New York, and you know how expensive things are there.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like,
Yeah, no, it's
we're living off of water and lettuce
Yeah.
until Tuesday.
Same. Kind of.
No, it was good though. Here's the thing, I'm kind of upset that.
Upsetting?
Well, I'm kind of like hurt that Regions didn't call me about that.
Same.
Because like it's weird. Because like I never use my credit card, but I use my credit card exclusively just to log in everything that I've paid for to see how much we paid for the trip. And what it would look like if you were just looking at the payments is someone from like in Alabama took my card, drove all the way across the country to Arizona.
Yeah.
And then just drove back. Like it looks, because I never used that card, and I just used it for that trip.
Yeah.
And it looks like someone would have taken my card and went over there. And I didn't get one call, no emails, no nothing about
No
it.
ski mails.
They were like, "Oh, we just thought you were on a road trip vacation." I'm like, "I was, but you're not supposed to think that." You know? So no, it was worth. It's a good trip.
Yeah.
I'm just broke now.
Yeah, no, me too.
I mean, like, oof, it hit us hard, but we're glad you're back. Glad you had fun. Glad you had safe travels.
I did.
How was the Smashing Pumpkins concert?
It was good. It was loud.
Yeah?
It was good.
Yeah?
It's good.
Did they play Today's the Greatest?
They did.
Yeah, that's it.
They ended with that one.
They ended it.
Kind of. So, they ended with that in their main concert, and then their encore was 2 B-side tracks, and everyone was just kind of like, okay. I guess there's songs that the artist really, really likes, so they just wanted to play them. But I'm like, just kind of pepper those in throughout.
Yeah.
But no, it was good.
Oh, I'm glad.
It was good.
Sweet. So, this week was crazy, like we mentioned. So, we're going to start with...
I'm sorry.
We're going to start with a couple of the things that either came out this week or released and just news that has happened this week.
Yeah, because if you're looking at the title, it says Comic-Con Talk, which we will get to.
Yeah, that'll be what we end on.
But we'll do our, I guess our news
our
topics of
week, this week in nerd news, blah, blah, blah. So, first thing I want to talk about, my favorite Star Wars character. I think Dylan, your favorite Star Wars character?
Thrawn?
Yeah.
He's one of them, probably.
He's my favorite Star Wars character. Had a sequel book come out from the original book that came out last year, about April. So Star Wars Thrawn Alliances came out Tuesday of this week, and I've been reading it about halfway through. That's the first one that we're showing to you on YouTube.
Sorry.
The other book I have in the other room. I got a glass case. I ain't touching it.
Got a glass case.
Got a glass case. Not touching it. Is gorgeous cover. It's Thrawn standing there next to Darth Vader.
Wish we had the Comic-Con exclusive cover.
Oh, dude, that thing's beautiful. Which is Thrawn standing next to Anakin Skywalker. Which I guess, like, depending on who you are, you'd be like, it's the same. You said the same sentence just twice with different words.
They're different people.
They're different people.
I was listening to some guy talk about the book. He's like, well, I hate Anakin, but I love Darth Vader. I'm like, dumb butt.
Now, I will give him that, like, it really plays off of Anakin's emotional state, like, when it comes to Padme. And it's I guess it's supposed to be written this way because like, he gets so emotional to where he's, like, illogical, which you take illogical and place that in the same room as a character with Thrawn, who was, like, all logic.
All emotions, like, it's like Captain Kirk and Spock.
Yeah, that's literally kind of what it is.
That's cool. Here's my thing with Anakin, because his relation with Padme, if you're not looking at it, or if you're just looking at it, you're like, oh, that's weird. I've always thought of it as Padme's, like, because he loved his mom.
Yes.
Anakin loved his mom.
Yes.
It's kind of like a Superman kind of thing. Like, Superman could not save his dad.
Right.
He couldn't save his mom. And so, like, he is like, I'll do anything to save Padme.
It's a psyche thing.
Yeah. It's like no matter what kind of danger she's in, I'll do anything. So that's why I think his thing to the dark side is like, I couldn't save my mom, but I'm, God's sake's going to save her. I can't do that again. So that's always how I thought about that.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, dude.
Check that out.
Got you.
That's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they don't, like, I think George Lucas probably had that in mind, but he never said that.
Yeah, or he never, like really showed it.
Yeah, because the Superman, at least, not in the Man of Steel version, but in the one before that, who's the guy who plays him? Reeves?
Oh, Christopher Reeves?
Christopher Reeves, that one, his dad dies of a heart attack.
Yeah. I like that.
Some Superman can't stop like this when he does in a tornado, which I hate.
Yeah, which he can stop.
He can't easily stop. And he's like, don't do it. I'm like...
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I've always seen Anakin. Why he's so passionate towards Padme. But yeah.
Yeah,
you appreciate the prequels a little bit more?
I appreciate the prequels a little bit more.
Because like his transition to the dark side is real quick, and I'm like...
If you watch Clone Wars, it helps out with that gap a little bit more.
The Clone Wars fills in with like a lot more of his other emotions.
Yeah.
His anger towards like being...
Clone Wars so freaking...
It is. But yeah, no, I'm glad that Thrawn deals with...
Yeah, Thrawn it shows that, and it's like... Almost to an obnoxious degree, but it's supposed to be that way because you're kind of supposed to view it like from Thrawn's point of view.
Is he getting like frustrated with Anakin, or is he just trying to understand?
He's getting frustrated in the way that Thrawn gets frustrated. Like, he's not like... At the point, I haven't finished it yet, I'm about halfway through. But at the point I'm at now, he's like trying to explain to Anakin, like, listen, what we're doing right now is like, it's part of your Clone War. We have to succeed. We have to win this for the war. It is not a survival mission, or it's not a rescue mission. It is not about revenge. It's not a vengeance mission. It is literally, we are winning this for the war. And Anakin did not like that answer at all. And he's just like, meh. You know what I mean? But when you put it that way, it makes me... Like, it makes that whole conversation, like, add weight to it.
The creator of Anakin could not have... I mean, maybe that's not what they think, but that's always thought about it.
But if you think of it that way, it really helps.
It makes me appreciate the prequels a lot more. Because you can see it, especially with, like, episode 3, his transition so quick. But
I think with... Like, speaking of the prequels, I think if you are a fan of the prequels, you'll really like this book, because a majority of the book does take place, or at least from what I've read, in the Clone Wars era. And if you read the first Thrawn book, they mention that Thrawn knows Anakin, and this...
Oh yeah, and that's a cool that's a cool reveal in the first book.
Yeah. Like, it's like the first or second chapter they reveal it. And so they reveal it, and this book really delves into that. Like, it shows you when they met, and how they met, and in what circumstances.
It's cool. And, well, it's like The Hobbit. It's like The Hobbit made a whole movie off like one sentence in the book, and it's like, it sounds like this book's making a whole
it really is
book off one little part of the book.
Yeah, and apparently it ties into Anakin and Darth Vader, different characters. It ties into Darth Vader and Thrawn's story arc when they're actually in the Imperial military.
That I can't wait to see either.
So what?
I can't wait to see that either.
Oh, it's awesome. See, like they have completely different styles.
Why can't these be movies?
I
Why are we
have
getting
no idea. So they're not as action heavy.
Who cares?
Man, yeah, like they're just like, hey, we have these cool scenes we want to get to. Solo felt like they had all these cool scenes they wanted to get to. Like we have to do the castle run. We've gotta get it.
Didn't have to. Could even if they were like starred Solo and they're just like, yeah, I did the castle run, and be like, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, I don't want to see
Chewbacca.
it. But okay.
Yeah, they had all these things, and they just the movie felt like they had all these things they wanted to do, and they just transitioned to those scenes. And
I think this. You think there'll be another Thrawn book after this?
From my understanding, there will be.
So
Timothy Zahn, I think, is signed on to write at least 1 or 2 more Thrawn books.
Basically doing a brand new Thrawn trilogy.
Yes, but now here's where some rumors started coming in. Apparently he cannot write them, or he cannot finish them, or release them, or whatever until after episode 9. So some people are thinking that Thrawn's going to be in episode 9, and that's why he can't finish the book until that point. I freaking hope so.
I hope so, because the First Order don't have a leader now.
Nope. First Order doesn't have a leader, and even if...
First Order don't have a leader that's calm.
Nope.
There's a good Jeremy Johns video about that.
Yes. Very good.
It made me hate the sequel... Is that what they're called? The sequel trilogy?
Sequel trilogy.
A lot more.
Yeah.
Than I already do.
Yeah. Saw this sentence, prequel memes, Instagram, they make a lot of jokes about how, like, there'll be people that are saying, oh yeah, the sequel trilogy is way more, what do you call it, important, or way more, it'll have more weight than the prequel trilogy. Then the sequel trilogy's better, and they just always, they hate posts like that. It's hilarious.
There was one on that same page that was like prequel memes and like, or prequel trilogy, original trilogy, and they're like kind of like about to fight, and then the sequel trilogy walks by and like shake hands and beat up the sequel trilogy. So no, it's just, I think that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have to be old by then, but more of that. Speaking that, actually, I have news about the sequel trilogy. They just released the official casting of it. Not a big surprise, except 2 of them. Luke Skywalker's back. Probably be a Force ghost.
Yeah.
And Lando.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've talked about that or not on here.
I don't think we've talked about it. You posted something about it on Facebook. It was funny. Because, like, as soon as they had I don't know if it was a rumor or official announcement, but they said Lando Calrissian is going to be in episode 9, and Dylan shared it and just said, dead. Because let's admit it.
He'll probably die.
Yeah.
Because that's all this trilogy likes to do. Is like, hey, you like him dead? Sorry.
Yeah. You like him dead?
They'll kill everyone except for the person who's actually dead in real life.
Now here's the thing, because I saw this article and actually was thinking of this myself. If you grew up watching the prequels, that was your originals.
Go at it.
You see all those characters in that movie, right? Literally, the original trilogy, like the OG Luke Skywalker original trilogy, is kind of like how the sequel trilogy is, where like every single movie you have an important character from the original movies die. Like in Obi-Wan, Yoda, Anakin were like the big 3, I would say. Would be like the Luke, Han, and Leia.
How someone died in each one.
How someone died in every single one. So if you view it that way, that's kind of where they're going with. But now, let's be completely honest. Luke might be a little bit more, how do you say it?
Important?
I wouldn't... Yeah... There's another word I want to use, but that's pretty much the gist. He's
the biggest character out of all.
He's the most iconic, I would think. I mean, Darth Vader, sure. Arguably, it's like Darth Vader and Luke.
Yes.
Yeah. Darth Vader and Luke and Yoda. Yeah. Those are like the big characters. And that's one way of looking at it. But the thing I noticed about it, no Phasma. She did not. I don't think she made it out of that burning ship.
There ain't no way. If she comes out of that one, I'd be like, because that ship exploded too.
Yeah, like there's a comic that explains how she got out of the trash compactor before the blowing up of Starkiller Base.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, she got out, and somebody knew. Like somebody had video of her opening the shields and stuff like that. And the whole story is about her assassinating that person to save her own butt. And that's kind of, like, it's kind of cool how she's like that. Like, she'll do whatever it takes to survive, but they never play that up.
No.
in the movies. There's a deleted scene where Finn calls her out on that crap. And she like, all the stormtroopers are like, did she really do that? And she goes and kills all of them. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of crap is, like, and even reading her book, that's what she does in the book. She does whatever it takes to survive at anyone's cost. You know? And I love, like, you don't get characters like that. And they were like, let's kill her in the first movie, and then let's kill her in the second movie.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and just kill her in the third one.
Let's just kill her. Yeah, she's going to show up in the third one. Like, at that point, if she
It's
showed
just
up
a
in the
meme.
third one,
It's just a meme.
it's a meme that she just dies in every single one.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I think Phasma deserved a lot better, and I did not like that she was not in there. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I said it.
Or at least just don't build her up to be as cool, because she's in, like, both the movie posters.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least the first one, for sure.
She easily has one of the coolest designs, in my opinion, of the new trilogies.
I agree.
Yeah.
But, no. I mean, we can move on from Star Wars, but the last thing I want to say is prequel, all those movies are very original.
Mm-hmm.
The sequel trilogy looks like everyone's just like, what did the original trilogy do? Let's just do that again.
Yeah. Like, what do people like about the
Last
original
Jedi,
trilogy?
I guess you can say is a little bit more original, but, like, if you look at it and look at, like, if you watch Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, and like, it looks like they just made a love child. Kind of.
Yeah.
More
I get it.
Empire, but, like, you're just like, whatever.
Right.
Whatever.
They had a lot of the same plot points, but like in different ways, but like with different names of the people, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But like, I totally get what you mean.
Yeah.
But talking about trilogies, as a certain trilogy might be in jeopardy, and that is the Guardians trilogy.
Oof.
Oof. Oof. So day 2, I believe, of Comic-Con,
Yeah.
there was a huge reveal that writer-director James Gunn of the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Scooby-Doo movies, he got fired, man. He got fired from Marvel, like Disney, Marvel, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For, like, going against, like, a zeitgeist that he's supported forever.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, complete 180.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, those tweets, I don't advise anyone to look them up.
They're pretty bad.
I am, like, borderline sociopath.
Right.
And I was, like, offended.
Oh yeah,
Not offended, but so much I was just like, that's horrible.
Yeah, no, me and you have a pretty dark yeah, like, I can appreciate dark humor. That wasn't dark humor. That was just being freaking weird.
Yeah, because it was
and
just like,
nasty.
oh, it's my old sense of humor, and I've changed. I'm like, for starters, I don't really know anyone whose sense of humor has just changed.
Yeah.
I know people whose sense of humor has broadened.
Yeah.
But, like, if you still found that funny.
Yeah. Something's messed up. Yeah, that, like, even, like, if I know humor's kind of judgmental. That, I don't know, man. That stuff, I don't think that
like,
qualifies under humor.
As dumb as it sounds, if you put, like, LOL or ha-ha.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
You would have been like, okay. But,
Okay.
like, the one that we were talking about earlier, absolutely
There's no
not.
way. Yeah. I don't want to repeat any.
No, I'm
like,
not.
I don't think, like, honestly, like, if you want to see him, look him up, but I don't recommend you look him up.
My only thing is, and I don't want to get into conspiracy theories here, Disney had to have known how much, like, deep dives into their directors and stuff that they do and all their actors. They had to have seen those before.
Right. And it's only when only when it gets revealed in 2018 do they go, no. You know? Like, I have a feeling they're going to be doing that to a lot of the directors they hire on now. They're going to be like, I mean,
like, maybe they didn't, but I think they had to have known.
Yeah.
But, like, even if they didn't know, if you've seen the movie Super, that movie's effed up, too.
Yeah, no, I can't watch that movie.
I watched that before Guardians 1, because I was like, let me see who's directing Guardians. I was like, oh my god.
This is messed up.
How did this get greenlit?
Yeah.
But I don't care either way. I didn't like Guardians 2. Our friend Steven said Taika Waititi should do Guardians 3, and I agree.
I agree with that. I think that'd be a perfect choice.
That scares me a little bit, because if he does Guardians 3, like, does that mean Thor will die in Infinity War? But how much interest Chris Hemsworth has been like, I want to be Thor again? I'm like, he probably won't.
Yeah.
But
depends on what Marvel wants to do with those characters.
I don't think it'll be a Taika Waititi doing Guardians 3. But I don't know who else would do it. Apparently James Gunn is writing Guardians 3 too. I don't know who.
It's supposed to come out within. I think it's supposed to come out within the next few years.
I mean, he was probably writing it, but Disney has like these scripts for all the movies already.
Yeah.
Or it's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
so
and you just write the dialogue.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And I'm sure like even then Disney has like, okay, now this
they
character
have to say
they
this.
have to say this.
They have
here.
to hint at this.
Yeah.
And we're getting the Fox. I'm gonna hold off on that. So I don't know, man. Like
we'll see.
One of a couple, because like there's rumors that Guardians 3 might not even come out. They might just not do Guardians 3 at all. And then there's rumors that it's gonna get pushed back. I think it'll get pushed back.
I think it'll get
because
pushed
I don't
back.
think they're gonna. Like Disney's not one for setting up a whole bunch and then not doing anything with it. And they set up, what do you call it? They set up Adam Warlock.
Don't get me started on that.
So they're gonna do something with him, obviously, but there's a petition to get him back on. And I'm like, I don't think so, man. It's like got 300,000 signatures.
Yeah, I saw some guy on the Facebook comment of that. It was like, dude, y'all know it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like legal set.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't matter how many people sign this.
Yeah.
Disney's not getting them back.
No.
Once they fire someone, like, even if they're, like, sitting in the boardroom now and be like, we made a mistake, they're not going to be like, let's go back on that. They're going to be like, no. Even if we made that mistake, let's own it.
Yeah.
So,
I've only signed one of those petitions. One of those petitions.
what did you sign?
I've
signed one.
I've signed one, and it was back in 12.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It was back in 2012. I signed a petition to change the ending of Mass Effect 3.
Okay.
That is it. That's the only petition I've ever signed.
Okay.
Online. What's yours?
I don't want to say. I signed the petition to get Last Jedi out of the continuity. I'll do it again, too.
That's who I do it twice.
I'll do it again.
2 different accounts.
I will.
AOL and gmail.com.
Dude, I'll do it. I didn't care. I did it. But James Gunn's
Weird,
gone.
man.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
As weird as that sounds, I love the first Guardians, but I'm like, first Guardians worked because it was new.
Yeah.
But then second Guardians didn't work for me, per se. Because I was like, it's not new anymore, so you got to tweak it up, and they didn't tweak it up. They're just like, first Guardians worked, let's just F and do that.
Yeah, let's do that again.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know who will get it. I don't know who I want to get, like Edgar Wright, but I think Disney won't work with him anymore. Or Marvel won't. But that was before Disney bought him. So maybe Disney will be like...
That was more... That was a creative rights issue. Not creative rights.
Because I think he could do good with Guardians.
I think so, too. No, I think he'd do great with Guardians.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I have a feeling that Marvel will say something along the lines of that within the next month, I'd say. But right now, they have their hands full with something that might be even a little bit bigger than Guardians. Fox.
Oh, yeah, they bought Fox.
Yeah, so I feel like we had this discussion and we had this, like... I feel like I was in this scenario back in December. Because in December, it was, like, pretty much announced that they were getting the rights,
you
know?
And Comcast was like, I want them.
Yeah,
Comcast
I want them. Yeah. And then,
out.
Yeah, there was this bidding war between Comcast and Disney for the Fox rights. And eventually, Disney outbid Fox and to become majority shareholders. And pretty much, they had a shareholders meeting on Friday, which apparently...
lasted, like,
15 minutes. Where... the gist of it, and I'm paraphrasing, was Fox was like, okay, we're going to go under unless we sell. And we have to, giving us like, what, close to $80 billion.
$75 billion.
Stupid amount of money. And, yeah, let's take it. Disney probably knows what to do with this stuff. They have plans for it apparently already. And so, as of right now, we are just waiting for the international go-ahead. Because for something like as big as this, you got, like, Fox has all these headquarters all over the world, and you just got to get the governments to pretty much be like, oh, yeah, it's fine. So this could happen, this could take 6, 7, 8, 9 months, or it could take, like, it could be done by tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know? But, essentially, at this point, Disney is taking the final steps in owning the rights to Fox, which is pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are just focusing on the whole, like, oh, they'll get the X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Deadpool, which is cool. I'm excited to see that in the MCU. So
there's a lot more that Fox owns.
There's a lot more. And honestly, I think what I heard was, Disney's doing their own streaming service, which I'm actually really excited for. But Disney's doing their own streaming service, and it's going to, like, the whole bid for Fox was for mainly their TV rights for stuff. So they get, and I'm completely drawing a blank with a lot of this stuff, but I know they get Family Guy. I can't think of anything else. Why can't I think? Probably because they take out everything.
Yeah, they cancel any
but
of the good
it's
shows.
weird because they'll own, like, Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Fox.
Is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Fox, too?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is, I believe, ABC.
Okay.
Yeah, Fox.
Yeah, Fox will can shows that people love, like Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
I love a show, Patrick Wilson, they call it The Gifted Man.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
One season.
See, I was excited. There was a show called Terra Nova that I was super excited. Did you hear about that show?
Yeah.
I was so excited about this. It's the most expensive show that was like ever in development, and it only lasted like a season.
Was it good?
I watched a couple episodes, and the cheese factor, I couldn't handle it.
Okay.
But I was really excited about it
Cool
because
concept,
it was
I
like
remember, yeah.
like you don't really get a lot of dinosaurs in shows, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. It's time travel, dinosaurs, sci-fi. Like, it sounds like everything I would want.
Yeah.
But when they get attacked by these things, I'm gonna call them long claws or something like that.
Okay.
It was in the first episode, and they get attacked by these dinosaurs, and they had really long claws on them. They were trying to get them, and they eventually ran away. But then this guy's like, "Oh, now that's why you call them long claws." I'm like, yeah, no, like cue the Victor Wooten bass riff,
Ooh.
but
That I guess I could say this for off camera. Found out that's not Victor Wooten.
it's not Victor Wooten.
No, so whoever told you that's big fat liar. And it's not done on bass, it's on a keyboard. I watched the dude do it. There's like a video of the guy writing it. It's on
You're
Seinfeld.
kidding me.
No, it's on the season 1 of Seinfeld bonus disc.
Dude.
Some dude writing it. Some like white dude just sitting on a keyboard with a bass effect.
I learned something today.
Yeah,
I
so,
believed
whoever,
for years.
Whoever
that
the
I
heck,
was-
I mean, Victor Wooten could probably play it, but not him.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
But it was really weird. Like, it's really weird to think that Fox. I've been seeing that logo for years,
Although, yeah.
and it's gonna be owned by Disney. You ever see that picture of Mickey Mouse with the Infinity Gauntlet, and instead of the stones, it's different studios?
Yeah,
it's like Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, and then he takes Fox and he drops it in, and then it's like shows Iron Man looking, and it was like Warner Brothers or something like that, and he was like, ugh.
They're
He's all scared. Yeah.
Warner Bros. Owns DC, right?
Yep. Warner Brothers owns DC. I would lose my ever.
With the way the DCEU is going, well, maybe the DCEU will. I don't know how Warner Bros. Is doing financially, but no, I mean, I don't have a problem with Disney buying Fox. I think, respectively, you and me are on very opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to the MCU in relation to the Fox merger, whatever it's called. But other than that, like, Disney's pretty good, contrary to what people say, but Disney's pretty good about being like, we just own you, but you can still do
and that's pretty much what it looks like they're gonna do here.
Everyone blames Disney for the new Star Wars franchise. I'm like, I just think they picked a bad era.
But but like, I like the idea of it because a lot of the extended universe books were after, which was cool. But like, a lot of the really cool books happened before.
I just think I don't know. We're not with the sequel trilogy. I just like you just are just basing it off the original trilogy. You're just doing the original trilogy, carbon copy. But no, I don't have a problem with Fox buying Disney.
No,
that might just mean better quality from Fox shows as opposed to Gotham.
Yeah, so you get better quality and you get a less likely chance that your show's gonna get canceled.
Yeah.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, Disney's gonna do like a revamped Firefly show somehow.
Sure.
Somehow, like either in the universe or with the much older actors. I don't know.
Also, we're on different ends of the spectrum there, but
like it's just they have the possibility.
It's always there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's there now.
If Firefly comes back, the Gifted Man should come back.
But no, we've talked about. I feel like we can use an entire podcast episode just talking about
creating our MCU after.
Or like we talk about the MCU after like this Fox merger. I feel like we can spend an entire episode on that alone.
Yeah.
But I am dying to talk about the stuff that is immediately happening within the next few.
Let me think if there's anything else.
Teen Titans Go came out today.
Has good reviews.
Can I be honest?
Don't want to see it.
I don't know if I'm planning on seeing it.
And just because the movie has good reviews and it's comic books, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, like, well, and it's more of like a, I don't know if it's like a morals thing or like a...
It's just like...
Dylan, I loved the original Teen Titans show. And then
too,
when this thing happened, I was like... Eh.
Well, and when I heard about the post-credit scene, I was just like...
Oh, yeah.
I felt bad.
Uh-huh.
But, like... I don't want to spoil it because it came out today. But, yeah. No, I don't know. If I see it, if it's on ever Netflix, or I guess it'll be on DC's streaming service, whenever that comes out...
Probably.
I'll probably watch it then, but... We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no interest.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll probably dollar theater it.
Yeah, I might do
that. But, I don't know. Like...
The first trailer I watched, it was like... Robin or someone talking to Green Lantern, and it was like, you're just mad because we have our own solo film. He's like, I don't want to talk about it.
Actually, there was a Green Lantern movie, but we don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm like...
Yeah.
To me, that joke is just a dead meme.
Mm-hmm.
Even in Deadpool, it was a dead meme at that point. Because I'm like...
Apparently, the humor is a lot like Deadpool-ish, Lego, like self-aware.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and I think that's all. That's why I went and saw the Lego Batman movie, because apparently if you're a Batman fan,
I want to watch that.
You would love, because there's just so many references in that movie, and I watched it and I was like dying laughing.
You know me. Would I like that movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you would enjoy it. I don't think it's going to be like your top 10 movies. It's not going to be up there, but I think you'll enjoy the time.
Takes a lot to get up to that list.
Yeah, I think you will enjoy the time that you have watching it, because it's actually like pretty fun. The endings, but
I'll watch it.
It's funny.
Any more you want to say on that?
Not really.
We can blitz through some other stuff. Quentin Tarantino's Star Trek's Radar. Weird.
I can't wait.
Those two don't go together.
Cannot wait for that.
I haven't seen the third Star Trek movie, so I don't know if it's...
It's pretty solid.
Does it end with like open-ended? We still haven't seen the darn Klingon War.
Nope.
Maybe that's what this will be. But not Quentin Tarantino. What the heck?
Yeah, that's an interesting pick for director.
Trying to think. Marvel Comics Infinity War Prime.
Yeah.
Issue 1 came out.
Yep.
The variant issue looks very just cliche Thanos. Looks like they got something from like another issue and just like
smacked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that came out. Iron Man issue 2 came out. Ant-Man the Wasp issue 3 was supposed to come out, but our comic store didn't have it.
Strange.
So I don't know where the heck it is.
Yeah.
I think it came out. I think that's all I got. I got Captain Toad, Treasure Adventure.
Cool.
That's more of a personal news.
Right.
And I love it.
Uh-huh.
Gaming news, is there anything?
Gaming, not that I could think of off the top of my head, honestly.
The new Grand Theft Auto update.
That did happen.
New No Man's Sky update, but we talked about that last week.
We did talk about that last week. I played it, and oh my gosh, it's fun. I played the new No Man's Sky next
Should
update.
be called New Man's Sky now.
Yeah, it literally feels like a sequel. It doesn't feel like the original game at all.
Fallout Miami.
Oh, dude, watch that. If you're a Fallout fan, watch the crap out of that trailer. That's awesome. Makes me want to be a PC gamer.
Well, we get it. Doesn't it come to systems? It's just a mod. I think we're getting it.
Yeah, if it's a mod, then I don't think we get it for...
PlayStation. We can get it for Xbox, probably.
Yeah, I think you might be able to get it for Xbox, but you definitely won't be able to get it for PlayStation because it has a whole bunch of new files on there. Unless it's a creation club. All right, Dylan's got some public service announcement.
You listen here and you listen good, PlayStation. If I don't get to play Fallout Miami, I'm kicking your ass, all right? Dumbasses. I'm playing that game.
Yeah.
I'll invest in a PC. I'll buy an Xbox One. I'll do it.
Yeah. Worth it.
All right, so
that's all I got.
We gotta get me on Fallout because I'll talk about it all night.
Fallout trailer was good.
Fallout trailer was great.
You want to know what?
What other trailer?
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You want to talk Comic-Con?
Yeah.
I want to talk Comic-Con.
We kind of got to blitz through some of these because it's 7:51.
Yeah, we'll blitz through
we'll
the first couple.
The big ones, okay.
Yeah, I want to really mainly I want to blitz through like the first 4 topics I have because we kind of talked about them last week.
Go.
So, Star Wars Clone Wars.
Low key excited.
Titans.
Sucked.
Young Justice trailer.
Never watched it.
Iron Fist trailer.
Don't give a shit. Don't give a crap.
Take it.
Sorry. That's another week of us not being endorsed.
Crap. But no, the Iron Fist trailer is they had one that released, which was like him beating up some dudes, which was cool. But like apparently the one that they had, it's shown at Comic-Con, there was like a scene or something where he uses the Iron Fist to like stop an armored truck and just completely boom stops it. I don't know.
Punisher is the best Marvel show.
I think, yeah, I'm excited about Iron Fist. Apparently, they're gonna own it and just get the mask for him. Like he's gonna finally get the mask. I've been waiting 2 seasons, 3 if you count Luke Cage season 2.
I saw what looked like a fan picture of him wearing like this white karate suit with the mask on.
That was from Iron Fist, but I don't think that was Iron Fist. That was somebody else. That was still Serpent.
Because that looked lame AF. I was just like, our source, I'm not going to name him by name, so he was telling us about Iron Fist, was just like, looks like they're completely different than season 1, and the acting's a lot better. I'm like, it's a trailer.
Yeah.
They're going to show you the best parts.
It's supposed to be the best parts. Yeah. And we'll hold on to that mindset, because we're probably going to talk about that with a couple of these. But those are the main things. I'm excited for Young Justice trailer. I'm excited for Young Justice. I love that show. It's a sizzle reel, essentially, of the first 2 seasons, and then it shows a couple new clips of the new stuff, which is cool and all. But that alone is why I'm getting the streaming service at least for a month, so I can binge that. I'm gonna try Titans just to see what the crap they're trying to do there.
Good luck.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck.
I'm not gonna get political here, and this isn't even really political, but the girl who played in Starfire, like, tweeted out the other day, she's like, if you don't like my rendition of Starfire, you're racist. I was like, against who? Starfire's orange.
Yeah, Starfire is from a completely different planet.
Yeah. She's orange.
She's orange.
And she's not Tubby.
Yeah. Dead air. But, no, it was just, like, I like the hair. The hair is fine. Like, people have been giving her flag. I will give her that. But
yeah, I would. If I was a die-hard Titans fan, I'd be like, what is this?
Honestly, there are so many times, especially Star Wars fans, where they will just tease somebody if they don't like their rendition. Like, oh, this is hashtag not my Titans, whatever.
Okay, Star Wars fans, I get what you're saying. I get the comparison.
Yeah.
This Titans trailer,
this is...
everything is wrong.
Yeah.
Everything they did was wrong.
Everything looks wrong. Would I be able to, like, in knowing, and I, like, Robin's one of my favorite characters in DC Comics, and I don't think I would be able to say the line that he says. I can't repeat it here.
Yeah.
But he says a line and he does things. I'm like, if I was a fan, I wouldn't be able, I'd be, like, putting my foot down, like,
there's only one Robin that would say that.
Yeah.
And
if it's him,
I don't think
then
he's
it
ever
kind
been
of
in
works.
Teen Titans. Has
Nope.
he? Because he's, like, complete opposite of Teen
Yep.
Titans.
He's worked with some of the Titans, but it was in a book called The Outlaws.
Like, if that was a Red Hood show,
Yeah.
I'd be okay with everything he did.
Yeah. But it's not.
But because he's
It's apparently Dick Grayson.
what the heck?
Yeah, he's like one of the most lighthearted characters in
like,
all of DC.
Even Teen Titans books, like, I don't know a single dark Teen Titans book. They're all opposite of Batman. Kind of give you that because they're meant for teens and like people who like want that lighthearted stuff.
Right. I guess that's where you go for the Teen Titans Go show.
You know there's going to be kids who are like, I love Teen Titans Go. Here's this show. Watch it. And they're like, well, what the heck was that?
Yeah. Because it's funny because, like, they had it perfect the first time. They had the perfect amount of, like, lightheartedness mixed in with dark seriousness, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it had perfect episodes like that. But Teen Titans Go is way too kiddie for my taste. Titans is even darker, way darker than it needs to be.
It's darker than, like, BBS.
Yeah, like, way too dark.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all. I'm going to try it out. I don't have a lot of optimism with it. I'll admit it. Not too excited about that.
Respect you on that one.
But I am nervous. But
Cyborg in that show?
Cyborg, as of right now, I do not think he's in that show. Which is, like, I've heard because of that, there are rumors that...
I always thought it was just in the DCEU.
Yeah, that's what the rumors are. And speaking of,
Or the world of DC.
yeah, they might not be calling it the DCEU anymore. They might be rebranding it.
Can't really change something like halfway
That
through.
yeah. They're gonna call it the. You just said it. I forgot what it is.
World of DC.
The worlds of DC.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still gonna call it just
the world of DC.
I'm just gonna
Dylan's
call
thinking the
it
world
DC
of Coke.
movies.
Yeah.
I got World of Coke on my mind.
Yeah. I need to go up there next time. It's like Nuka World.
Dude, I'll take you day trip. Let's just go.
I'm down.
Nuka World. All right.
Yeah.
Sick reference.
Thank you.
Fallout Miami.
Thank you. Fallout Miami. We want to play it. Paradise Wasteland. Gator Claws. But Worlds of DC. So in that title, I'm not going to talk too much about this because you can just like this. It's just DC. It's the DC
just
movies.
Changed the name. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, they're just rebranding it. And honestly, I don't think they had an official term. I think the DC Cinematic Universe is just what people were calling it.
That's what I was calling it. Now I'm just going to call it the DC movies.
Yeah, the DC movies. So the Worlds of DC indicates that they might be doing something of like a multiverse thing. The multiverse is a much bigger part of DC than it is with Marvel, I think.
Yeah.
Like they have a lot more
they have so many different
stuff. Yeah, like that multiverse is a way bigger deal in DC. So that might be where this is coming from. The Worlds of DC.
But even then, in the comics, it's at a point now where there's so many different ones. It's so convoluted. You're just like, F it. So I hope it doesn't get that way in the movies.
Mm-hmm. That actually, yeah, I'm hoping it does. I hope they don't do stuff like that. But apparently, Flashpoint is gonna happen,
like,
and that is all about another alternate universe.
It's a great story. I hate it. Inside meme, but there's gonna I would say majority of people who go to these movies, and it may be like a 60-40 or like 51-49. I would say that 51% aren't avid comic readers, so they're gonna go to the Walking Phoenix Joker movie and be like, oh, this is Suicide Squad origin. Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Flashpoint, because Flashpoint's different because it'll probably explain that, but
yeah, it's weird.
It's just that's hard to do in movies.
If you're having these standalones that have nothing to do with other movies, then you run the risk of people being completely confused.
Because even now, the Flash did that, and people were just like,
yeah, the Flash TV show. If you explain it well enough, I think people will get it. You just have to take the time to actually.
You literally have to exposition everything.
Yeah, which then you run the risk of it affecting your movie. Which, I don't know. Really, you can call it that. If you're wanting to do something as big as, multiverse stuff, if you want to bring in the Justice Syndicate, do that crap. If you want to bring in the Flashpoint universe, better luck to you. That's a cool universe, you know? But you're going to have to explain it to those who aren't hardcore comic book readers. You're going to, a majority, I assume, the majority of people that go to these movies have no idea about how the comic stories are and what you're referencing and what it is that you're doing. So unless you take the time to do that in your movie, people aren't gonna know what it is you're doing.
Absolutely.
And I don't know. I am excited. I'm glad they're not just scrapping DC movies, because I know that some of them are lacking in quality, but I'm glad we have them. We have.
I like Justice. I like Justice League more than I did the night we watched it.
Liked Justice League, loved Wonder Woman.
Everything
liked
else.
DC. Oh, like DC. Liked Man of Steel sometimes. Everything else.
I love Henry Cavill.
Oh, Henry Cavill's fine.
He
does a great job.
Suicide Squad. Batman vs Superman, I guess, would fall under that hate scale.
Ultimate Edition.
Still. Ultimate Edition brought up about 2 points for me. Justice League might be my favorite to watch.
Yeah.
But I think Wonder Woman overall is a better film. But I think Justice League, I could just sit down and be like,
yeah. I remember they made a big deal about Jim Gordon. He's in it for a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it for a scene or two.
Stupid.
Yeah. Speaking of, because I don't have this in the script, but I do want to talk about this. Because Dylan mentioned this to me. He got this book recently, Year One.
Yes.
I heard a rumor that the Batman movie, that apparently they've been talking about this movie for years.
The one that Deathstroke's supposed to be part of?
Either Deathstroke or whatever, but that they're going to have a Batman movie, either with Ben Franklin, Ben Affleck, or somebody. It's supposed to be based off of Year One.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Year One. Who's the Catwoman's in it? But I don't know who the
Catwoman's in it.
I don't know who the bad guy is. Haven't read it yet.
Yeah.
I bought it.
It's good.
I'm excited.
But no, it's apparently that's what it's supposed to come from. But
that'd be cool.
That's a rumor.
That'd be cool because Batman Begins is kind of like that, but he's like his first night. He's pretty hyped.
Yeah.
But that's more about like his Ra's al Ghul backstory. But okay, yeah, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, no. See, when I saw that, I was like, Batman Begins, though. But at the same time,
still the best superhero trilogy by far. Love Captain America.
I have to think about it.
Dark Knight trilogy is.
I have to think about it because I don't even view those movies as superhero movies.
It's Batman.
It is
They're
Batman.
Still gonna fall in that category.
But it's not like I wouldn't like they're characters from comic books, but it's so not comic booky because it's so based in reality. But I loved it about that. Like I love that it's based in reality. I think Captain America, not only because he is my favorite character, I think that's the best comic book. I think it was the best comic book trilogy, but as movies, Dark Knight trilogy.
The Dark Knight alone is better than like
most.
And I would say, yeah, Dark Knight is in my top 10 favorite films ever. But Dark Knight, nothing against the MCU movies, because you know I love some of them. I also hate some of them. But I would say Dark Knight is a better film than like all of them combined.
Right.
Just everything is so in depth.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so there's 3 big trailers, unless there's another thing you got to talk about. But there's 3 big trailers.
3 big trailers I can think of.
And we'll talk about. We'll just stay on DC. Shazam and Aquaman.
Yep. Which one are we talk about first?
Which one do you like more?
Shazam.
I like Shazam too.
Mm-hmm. Now that doesn't mean I didn't like Aquaman.
I did like Aquaman.
I did like Aquaman.
Okay.
Go for it.
Let me get all my Aquaman rant out of the way first.
Do it. Because
our boy, we referenced him earlier too, Jeremy Johns had a very good video about it, and he has a lot of things that I agree with.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
What are you doing?
Okay, I was just wondering if the power was on.
No, it is. I love Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I don't like his woohoos and his as Aquaman.
Yeah.
Because if you read any Aquaman story, Caitlin asked me to compare like Aquaman to like someone in the MCU one time. I was like, only person I can think of is he's kind of personality-wise like Black Panther.
Oh, like in the comics.
Yeah, like how he acts.
Yeah, how he acts in the comics.
Not obviously what he does, but like in the comics. And I'm like, watching this, you're just like...
Mm-hmm. Dude, Black Panther doesn't make jokes at
doesn't.
all.
Some dude makes a joke to him in the trench, and he's just like...
Uh-huh.
He's like very like... He's like our mutual friend that we were talking about earlier. Like some dude was like, oh, so you talk to fish? He's like, no, I telepathically tell them what to do. And you're like,
then what is it? Some other thing like, this guy's like... Oh God! Like, my head hurts. This thing's so loud. Is it not hurting you? And it's actually hurting me more than yours because I have supersonic hearing. I'm like, he's just acting like it doesn't hurt him.
Yeah. No, I love him.
Yeah.
And I love that attitude.
Such a boss.
And when I watched Justice League, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and then I watched the trailer for Aquaman. I'm just like, he's not acting like Aquaman. He's just acting like Jason Momoa.
Right.
Yeah.
He's acting.
Like I just want to like sit in that room and just be like, guys.
Yeah. Get it together.
I'm okay with, like, they don't have to look like the character. That's fine. Even though Patrick Wilson as Orm looks like...
Oh, he looks awesome.
He looks like Aquaman.
Yeah. Oh, no. I thought the same thing. I was like, literally put him in that armor. You've got him.
I love Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
I think he was my #1 Aquaman choice. And Jason Momoa looks like Orm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like... Mm-hmm. So, other than that, love seeing Atlantis.
Oh, Atlantis looks gorgeous. Orm riding a mosasaur. I geeked out.
You and dinosaurs got to get a room. Oh. But no, that was cool. Oh my god. No, very cool. It's a good trailer. The only thing I'm scared of, it looks like they're throwing literally every Aquaman Jeff Johns story into this.
I thought that same thing.
Because it's like...
It's because there's the trench.
They're showing the trench with those creatures, and then they're doing the others. Whole... I haven't seen the others yet.
Mm-hmm.
However...
Or is the one where he's in the desert?
That's Aquaman, like, issue, like, 20 or something. It's right after the others.
Yeah.
However, Black Manta is a big part of the others.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking...
Black Manta, I'm excited about him.
I am too, but I didn't want to see him.
Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to see him. I'm glad I saw him because I love me some Black. He's one of my favorite characters.
I'm like, bad A. But I'm like, why is he in this movie?
Yeah.
Because Orm is a big villain.
Mm-hmm.
Like Orm's a very like emotional villain for him, and like it looks like they're doing the Throne of Atlantis story.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that was a crossover event.
Yeah.
Like that could be a movie in itself. If you just do it like Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you have to have the Justice League in there because it was a Justice League crossover, but like,
right.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So
they are really
it's
like
very frustrating to me.
Yeah.
Because Black Man, I think, could be something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
But
from my understanding, it's supposed to be like he's not the big bad.
No, I'm not.
But the fact that he's like shooting his beams,
and
stuff
like
at Aquaman,
it could be kind of like a Green Goblin kind of thing, where like that's like his dad or something. Because I think that's how it is in the books.
Like his dad.
If I'm not mistaken, in the others.
Yeah.
It explains his origin. Like Aquaman, like killed his dad.
Aquaman kills his dad, and he vows revenge on Aquaman.
And so that could be his dad in that armor.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Here's my thing.
Knowing DC, they'll just be like, no, it's not him.
No,
it's Black Man.
Yeah, we're doing everything. We're doing everything in this one movie just to make sure that it does well enough, so we don't have to worry about like if they make a sequel. We're just gonna throw everything you guys like all in one time. You like the Jeff Johns run? 120 minutes of Jeff Johns Aquaman. But no, I was thinking, I was like, how cool would it have been if when he's walking towards the camera in the first shot, that was the last shot of the movie.
That'd
like
be
you
cool.
didn't see Black Manta at all. You heard mention of him, or you had some kind of teases throughout
or like
the movie.
Aquaman like knew him.
Yeah. And then that's the last shot is him walking to. I would lose my mind.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I love being teased. I found that out.
Yeah, no, weird. That's an off-camera discussion.
Yeah, I love. Okay, nerd wise, I like teasing me for stuff that's happening, especially when it comes to villains. I love me a good villain.
I do too, but like, that's the only thing. But other than that, I like the guy playing his dad, Jango Fett.
Yep.
I'm just.
Amber Heard looks great as Mara.
Her hair looks so fake.
Yeah, it does.
But it's Mara. Her hair is like fiery red,
Yeah,
so it looks
which is fine.
great.
It's supposed to be that way.
Why are they in the desert? I don't know.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. I just like, because for so long, and I don't want to seem so negative all the time, but I for so long gave Jason Momoa the benefit of the doubt. Because he's just like, oh no, how I act in Justice League is because he's not a king yet. I'm like,
in this movie, you're supposed to be a king. You're still doing the woo redheads. Gotta love them. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because you could do that humor, Black Panther humor worked for the most part.
In Black Panther, he doesn't really crack jokes.
He doesn't. That's kind of the joke, is that he doesn't crack jokes.
That's him.
That would be perfect.
Just get Chadwick Boseman to play.
Chadwick Boseman.
See, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But
he looked dope in
watching that.
Orange
Like,
Scales.
I kind of know how you feel like watching Venom and Spider-Man 3. Like, you're just like, I love this, but you're just so frustrated because you're just like, I know how to make it better.
And apparently that's how Yeah, sorry, they showed Venom footage, and apparently
I didn't know it was rated R.
It's rated R?
Yeah,
I didn't know it was rated R.
Yeah,
I know he bites some guy's head. It's rated R.
It's gotta be rated R.
Yeah,
But so, what are your thoughts on Aquaman before we move on to the big boy here?
Aquaman, I am extremely excited about it. It's one of my favorite DC characters, and Black Man is one of my favorite DC villains. And I'm excited to see this world. I'm excited to see this side of the DC universe. I am nervous because Justice League trailer, and really most of these trailers, the first trailer makes me go, this is going to be the best movie ever. And honestly, even like all those movies have been like that, and I've been like, yeah, mediocre to at best. And really, the only DC trailer that I've been like, that was okay, was Wonder Woman, and that was the best one.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I'm hoping that isn't the case, where the trailers are amazing, and they look great, and then, speaking of, what do you think? Overall thoughts.
About Aquaman?
About the trailer. I mean, you pretty much...
I just went in pretty good depth. I'm in depth, huh? I'm excited. But I'm just like, I just hope that he changed. Like, that's not his personality the whole movie.
Right.
Like, I'm hoping
for
some weird reason they just get sound bites from Justice League and threw him in there, but it does not look like it. But
that was my one gripe. I put that on my Stardust review. It's my one gripe.
Is that he's just not.
Is that he doesn't. He's
just
doing
not.
those
He's not Arthur Curry.
He's not. But I don't know. Hopefully,
He'd be a great Lobo.
Oh God, yes.
Great Lobo.
Oh my God, he'd be amazing Lobo.
So I still like Jason Momoa as a person, as an actor, as a man. Physically,
as a man,
he's at the physical peak of human evolution. But
right. Peak of human evolution. Look at Shazam. I
remember when you told me about that movie and I saw like the set footage of Zachary Levi. I'm like, this movie's gonna suck.
Yeah.
So my top 3 DC heroes are Green Lantern, Aquaman, Shazam. Love them. I watched the trailer and I loved every freaking second of it. Yeah. Because it's Shazam.
Yeah. Oh, it's perfect Shazam.
He's the perfect Shazam. Like when he's like, "It's me, Billy," I was like,
yeah.
That's adorable.
I was completely convinced that he was a 10-year-old in a grown man's body.
It's like watching Elf.
It is. It really is. And Elf with superpowers.
I loved it. I guess that's the Stardust when you give a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Shazam. Okay.
I guess Shazam a 5 out of 5. I thought it was great.
Even that like is an exact replica of this.
That really is.
Everything but Black Adam. But like they even have the villain that Mark Strong plays, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah, it's Dr. Something.
Yeah. But he like can see magic or whatever.
Right.
But like even when he's like, "You're the bad guy, right?"
Yeah.
And he like, it's cool.
You're a bad guy, right? Yeah. And then at the end, he's like, "I'm bulletproof."
You're dead.
Like, yeah. He's just like, that's how I
walk away with the snacks.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, sorry about your window, but you're welcome for," and they're like wrapped up in Christmas lights. Yeah. And he's like, "Sup, I'm a superhero." He has the soda in his hand.
He's like charging people's phones.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the trailer. So he charges that dude's phone. The hell?
Yeah. It's hilarious. Like, if anything, that movie is going to be so much fun.
That might be my favorite trailer of this year.
Yeah.
One of my favorite trailers I've ever seen in my life. Because I've watched them normally trailers I watch them once or twice. I'm like, okay, I've seen it. Whatever. I watch this trailer almost every day. I'm just like, this is so fun. It's the kid from It. Yeah. Eddie from It.
That is him. That's who it is.
Puberty in between this one and this one because he's got a deep voice.
Yeah.
But like even the kid who plays Billy Batson, he only has like 2 or 3 lines. But I'm like, you're what I imagine Billy Batson would look like, wearing red. It's just, I loved it.
Yeah, no, he looks great, and the whole movie. I'm so excited about it because it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, like his first, or not his first. He's like, "Do you have super strength?" He's like, "Dude, I don't even know how to pee in this."
Yeah,
thing. Hilarious.
Perfect. He's doing the floss dance that all the kids are like. Yeah. Yeah. It's Shazam.
It would be Shazam in modern day. No, I loved it.
We're talking about how Aquaman like isn't Aquaman. Exactly. We have no problem.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think Zachary Levi is doing a great job as Shazam. He's gonna be perfect. So I am extremely excited about that. The movie comes out in April.
Yeah.
Birthday.
You know, Caitlin's brother was talking to me today. He's like, "I like his name as Captain Marvel better." I'm like, "Me too." Mm-hmm. But I was thinking, like, what other movie comes out in March? Captain Marvel. So I'm like, what if they were both called Captain Marvels? Like,
that would be so confusing. So
I like that they changed.
That is weird. I didn't think about that.
I didn't think about it until today either.
Yeah.
But like,
dude, we get Captain Marvel in March. We get Shazam in April. And you know what we get in May besides Avengers? Gojira.
I'm not there yet. I still want to talk about Shazam.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Shazam was awesome.
Yeah. Shazam was great. I thought the suit was lame, but then when I saw it in the movie, I was like, oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah, no, it's just effing great, dude.
Yeah.
Because that was a character I'm like, yeah, he'll probably never get his own movie. He's not that well known. It'd be hard to do. Watch. I'm like, I guess it's easy.
Yeah.
My only gripe is like, I don't think Black Adam's in this movie at all.
I think that's
I'm fine with that. Yeah. But I'm like, right now, Dwayne Johnson is only credited in Man of Steel 2 and Justice League 2 as Black Adam. I'm like.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's gonna be weird.
Like, unless you do like Legion of Doom and Justice League 2 with Lex Luthor,
you gotta you have to set up Black Adam. Black Adam has to get set up in Shazam. He has to.
Like the Wizard Shazam would probably just be like, yeah, there's this
fallen
Egyptian,
blah, blah, blah.
yeah, whatever, some dumb shit, but yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna set him up, and then he's going to be, especially since it's The Rock, he's gonna be in a lot.
He was like the first one cast. It was like Henry Cavill cast Superman, Dwayne Johnson cast
and
you're like,
yeah.
And that was like 2014.
And they were like, oh yeah, Jason Momoa cast as Aquaman for BVS 2.5 years before the movie comes out.
Whatever. But,
and then he's in it for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. But, so there's one trailer, Godzilla.
Cool.
I made the mistake of watching that trailer with no sound. First time I watched it. We were in line for something at the World of Coke, and I'm watching it with no sound. I'm like, it looked all right.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and Dana went back to the room and watched it on the big TV, and I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I watched it on my 4K HD TV.
Yeah.
Soundbar turned all the way up. Subwoofer turned all the way up.
Subwoofer.
I was literally like on the floor, chills, in tears.
Yeah.
I lost my mind.
It's good.
And here's the thing: is I completely geeked out because you see all the monsters, but you see them in ways that you've never seen them before.
Well, yes, Rodan, I would argue.
Yeah.
But yes.